Well, the first lark of 2026 down here, and I've been away for a bit, but we've had a bit of rain, but there's a little bit to show on over there, and I'll just have a quick look down there, see if there's any quackers, and see if any of the stones are uncovered on there. If not, it's going to be a short video. Well, it's still high here, but I think there might be a few stones on shore just down there. Well, I just thought I'd have a look on this bit, see if anything's been washed over the wall, and we can see a bit there. Oh well, we've got one bit. Let's see if there's any more just down there. There's a few stones on shore there. Well, looks to be another bit here. A bit of colour on it. And just them stones there. Stones, and looks to be another bit there. Got a bit of colour on. A bit more onto the side. Oh, should be a bit of willow edging, and there's always some willow. I haven't even moved away yet, and there's another bit there. Oh, even bigger bit. Oh, that looks to be again willow. That's been washed in here, that's just plain. And that's a stone. Oh, a bit of pot wall that, yeah, just plain. Well, let's see what we've got down here. Just plain. Yeah. Just plain bits there. Same there. Oh, I'll have a walk along there in a minute. That's the top of the bottle there. Yeah, vulcanite bottle. Screw thread inside there. And spotted smoke while we're coming down. Just a bit of plain stoneware. Well, there's something with a faint blue stripe on, and nothing on the other side. There's something there that's got a little bit on. Oh, even up to the side. Right, top of a cup. That's the bit I saw. And there's a little bit on the other side. Oh well, so there is little bits on here. And I've got one lonesome quacker coming up. See if he wants to stop around for some feed. Got some of the colour on. And we've got a quacker. I'll get some feed out for him, see if he wants out. Yeah. Yeah, coming up. That'll keep you busy for a bit. Oh, just a couple of plain bits there. And a bit of lake RP there with wide stripes. Well, let's see if we can find any more little bits on that last bit. Well, a bit of blue, and I can tell from here, willow edging, and we've always got the willow. And a big chunk of mixing bowl, and probably top of a vulcanite stoneware bottle. Yeah, probably a bit of that one I found further up there. Note on that. Nope. And a bit of mixing bowl. Oh, I spotted a bit there, I thought it was going to be plain. Oh, it's just a couple of stripes, I thought there were more on it than that. we'll leave that. We don't on that. No, just bits. A bit of glass. Well, it's just me and you, duck. Well, I'll leave you a bit more. Don't be too greedy. Well, just a couple of little bits on there today, which I didn't expect. But I have to wait for it to go down a bit more. But I'll go and have a look at that top corner over to the side, see if there's anything in there. Well, the little stream I have a look in over there seems to be flowing lots out, so hopefully it's flushed lots down and it's stopped there and not washed it into the river. But I'm not going across onto that bit today. I'll go across onto there, but I'm not walking across that like getting too close to the river. Well, there's one little bit of stones there and a big puddle there under the bridge. No going across them stones today there, but like I say, we'll see if there's anything on there. Nope. I'm just going to flick that over thinking it was plain white. Well, I can see a bit of a pattern on it. So, well, at least we've got something for coming down here, and a few other little bits here. Oh, can you spot it? Yeah, bit of willow edging. How much of that bit? And that's just plain. What bits are spotted here? Big chunk, plain. Yeah. And just plain again. Oh, we'll see what there is on there. I don't know whether that's one of the bits of RP that's been on here a bit and it's just gradually got washed near edge. I'm going to leave it. A big chunk of white there, but it's just plain. Yeah. A bit of tile. That's tile as well. No, blue and white stripes on it, but I'll leave that little bit. And another bit of vulcanite one again. Must be a lot of them washing out from somewhere. Let's hope we get some printed bits down here. Look. Yeah. Not genuine. Just plain. And I bet that's plain. I don't know. Oh. It's got somewhat faint on. Probably Asiatic. Might even be very, very faint willow. And like we always say, there's always some willow. And top of some RP there with white stripes. And a plain bit there. Oh. Something with hand painted bit on there, but just one little bit like that, so don't think I'm going to bother with that today. Oh, I'm going to pick that up, and I just started washing it off and I thought, oh, there's some colour on it. Big tractor going over. Yeah, I think that's Asiatic. Oh. And he won't make his mark up back, so that's a good looking piece. Well, I was just looking at some plain bits and I spotted that out, caught my eye. Wrong focus. Yep, bit of fence off willow. Oh, well, a lot of willow today. But we'll have to wait for the river to go down, see if there's anything under there. Well, I'm just passing the other bridge further up, but there's very lot of rough water there, and there's very little on shore there. Well, I'll go and have a quick look, just see if there is anything. Well, there's not much on shore here. There's a little bit on edge. I'll go and have a look, see if there is anything. There's a bit that washed up there. It's just plain. But, another bit here. Base of the pot is plain again, and a little bit there. Oh, we've got a bit of colour. And we have a bit of willow. There's always some willow. Well, I'll see if there's anything in these bits. I think I can spot a bit there already. Right, just plain. Well, that's got a bit of colour on, faint. Probably Asiatic. Might come up brighter when it's cleaned. So we've got two little bits. Well, just a bit of a mixing bowl with something there, a tile. Let's see if I can get anything on here. There's something that looks like pottery, but just plain. There's something with a red edge on there, and a couple more up to the side, but I'm going to leave bits like that now. Big chunk of pot there, base of one, and a bit of RP there, a late one with wider grooves. Well, is that going to be a chunk of tile or a piece of plate? A piece of tile. Well, let's walk on here and see if there's out. Well, there's a bit there I flicked over. I think it was from the flame, but it looks to have a bit of colour on. And going off that, I think that might be willow. Well, walking back, I spotted a little bit of colour. Bit of blue and white stripe. But let that carry on its journey. Well, just have a couple of little bits on there, and I'm just trying to get some videos in the bag before I'm back down to London. Well, back down on our normal bit, and like I say, the seagulls are gathering on the tellywag wires, and we've had a bit of rain again, so I don't think it's gone down that much, but again, we'll just see if there's a few bits on there, because I think I found 3 bits at the other bridge further up earlier on today. Well, a few more stones on shore, and there's a few more quackers on shore today, so let's see if they want feeding. the base of a big pot there. Probably, let's have a look at it. Yeah, just plain. And a few plain ducks. Well, we'll let them be for now and just see if there's any other bits here. Just plain. Rim of summit there. And just plain again. There's a bit there that's got blue. Oh, that's cold. No, it's not. It's a stone. Well, just walking back and I spotted that. That has a bit of colour on. I don't know if that's spoonerware. Well, we'll see better when we clean it up. But I don't expect to find that much bits on here today because I was down a couple of days ago, but you've got to look. Well, very few bits on there. Obviously with river being high, I can't get out all into there. And it's high up in lots of other places that I go to, so might be some very short videos. I might start putting some more crafting bits on the end, or even looking through the stack of finds that I've got to see what I can make out of some of them. Right, the few finds from 3 trips down over a couple of days down to the river, and all the ones from the first day. River were up, so couldn't find that much, but bits of willow, and we know there's always some willow. And more bits of willow, very faint stuff. Bit of the fencing there, and you can just make out a little house there. Oh, a bit of edging again, and same with again some edging. And a couple of bits of Asiatic and some darker blue and some very small leaves there. Might be able to do something with that later, I don't know. But this, you can tell it's Asiatic. As it says, you can see the pheasant part of Asiatic pheasant as the maker's mark on the back. And I was hoping it was thin enough to go in one of these mounts that are open back, but it's just too thick, and I didn't want to cut it down too much, losing too much of that. So yeah, that was a project that was never going to be. And this little bit, a bit of a cup again, bit on the inside, that was the bit I saw first, and a bit of decoration on the other side. And then I say, went to another spot further up a day or so later, and 3 bits, that was all we found. Bit of Asiatic and a bit of willow edging. Yeah. Like I say, Ribble were high still. And when I went back down to the normal place, it was still high, and I only found 1 piece. I thought it was spongeware at first, but I think that's transfer print. So I don't know what crafting bit's going to be with this. It might be summer, it might not. Well, just going to do a bit of RP first. I just want to try something out with this. And the other bit I want to fit in there, a stripy bit. Well, there we are, stripes and ridged. So it's goodbye from me and the duck down the river.